points that you see a lot of action going down, especially over towards Banana and typically over towards Apps as well. But we are onto the map for our second game of the, or third game of the day after the first one was rescheduled, but it's already kicking off as Imi only is going to be able to trade one for himself, but on screen has found the rest of the team. He gets two for himself, gets the triple. What a way to start the game. HS in all kinds of trouble. He's going to go down as well. And Joe Gaming, they are not messing around.
Well, they quite literally took United Estonia by storm. I don't think United Estonia expected, I believe it was Imi who led the charge going towards second mid. He spotted all the United Estonia players there. And what I love from Choke Gaming was on screen was also in upper apps, and he waited. He didn't go in straight away. He waited for a short amount of time until United Estonia showed their backs towards him as they went towards the top of mid, and then he easily pegged them all off from behind. And now United Estonia, they're trying to rack things up with only the Tech 9s, but it's not going to work out for them if they're running one by one.
Yeah, speaking of pegs, Peggy is going to find the first shot of the round, and on screen trades his own life to get one on to Nugga. Now 3 versus 4. Choke Gaming still with an advantage here, and it looks like the terrorists are going to push over towards the A site, but they seem a little bit undecided on this one. And honestly, when you're in a 3 versus 4 in this kind of situation, it can feel very daunting. And it looks like in the end, they're going to go towards the B site. HS going to be pushing on through with the Tech 9, and he charges straight in onto the site, but immediately they get mown down. Peggy with 2, Imi with 1, and a nice easy round pickup for them to push it on through to a second round on the board. And typically that's what you expect in that second round. When they've won that first pistol round as well, it is going to be that much harder to pull any rounds onto the board in those first 3. And again, you're going to see another eco going to be coming out from United Estonia. We see one P250 on the board, but aside from that, it's just going to be the Glocks. And typically, you don't expect all too much to be coming through in this kind of round. Ezio just waiting there with the MP7. I would expect him to go absolutely huge on this one. Okay, so we are back again. Apologies about that. We did have a couple of little audio issues there, but they all seem to be resolved. Apologies if you heard any of that popping and crackling coming through. Sounded a little bit like a witch's cauldron. But Kai and I is back to join me once again.
I am, and I can confirm what you're watching is live. It's not on replay. The top left-hand corner says Powell going all the way down towards the bottom of Banana. Choke Gaming at the moment, playing United Estonia at their own game, charging around like a Panzer Shrek towards second mid. And United Estonia pretty much getting mowed down to little pieces at the moment.
Yeah, and that is awful, awful news when you're already down 3 rounds. You've got your first buy on the board, and suddenly the 4th round just looking this bad for them. Norga going to try and do what he can, but he's only going to be able to trade 1 for 1. That is going to be the bomb being diffused here. Peggy and Powell are on the case. The double P combo. Actually, Powell slipping up a little bit, but he is going to be able to get that diffused down, and that is going to be a 4th round on the board for Choke Gaming. So honestly, United Estonia, it's not looking fantastic for them, but I mean, we've already been kind of harping on about how sort of CT-sided this map is. When you're United Estonia, you've still got most of this half to play with. You've still got time to get a few rounds on the round, rounds on the board.
Well, United Estonia, yeah, you hit the nail on the head. They've got 11 rounds to work with, and as we said, they're only really aiming for 5 or 6. If they get 4 and then win their CT pistol and capitalise on the next 2, then it really won't be the end of the world for them. And right now, they're creepy crawling straight towards this B bomb site. They've been spotted, so they're going to face now. There's the headshot taking off the face of on screen. See you later, Craig. And now Cal going to wrap from behind. Get a second headshot onto Peggy. And in the blink of an eye, the B bomb site suddenly belongs to United Estonia.
It certainly does, but how long can they hold it for? Choke Gaming are pushing on through, but Cal gets his third headshot of the round already. Powell looking to try and push into this site. The molly going to go through. There's Cal, finds another kill. He's not quite going to get the ace. He does get a 4-man for himself, though, as Ezio finds himself in a 1v3. Gets one, but it's not going to be anywhere near enough. And United Estonia get a point chalked onto that board.
Yeah, Choke Gaming need to really try and analyse what went wrong there. They didn't really apply pressure onto Banana. They didn't smoke the bottom of Banana. They didn't flash Banana, apply a Molotov at the top of Banana, apply a smoke to prevent United Estonia creeping up like that and getting the entry frag onto on-screen or Peggy who's at Coils. They dealt damage to him nonetheless. And they need to try and counteract that. They can't afford to give their opponents sort of that leeway towards Banana. And it's not surprised me that they're looking to try and do the same again. They're creeping up Banana, seeing if their opponents of Choke Gaming are going to give them that freedom. And you know what? They are. It's just a case of whether they can re-execute the same way.
That is the question. It's going to be Peggy and on-screen hanging out at this B site. Well, it looks like United Estonia have changed their minds. That's not going to be the direction they end up going in. But Imi is waiting for them to push up mid, and it's going to be Nugget going first. Tries to find Imi, but can't quite connect the shots onto that CT as he backs away onto the side. But the rest of Choke is going to be rotating over to try and protect this A site. They can't afford to lose it at this point, and it's going to be Imi. He finds one, backs away on almost so close to dying, 11 HP. One more bullet, and HS might be the one to find that bullet, but Imi hiding behind that wall of smoke is going to survive for now. Ezio finds one onto HS though, as Vets trying to get anything from Apps, but he just can't find the shots.
Yeah, United Estonia, they've pulled out now. They know that they've got to try and change things up, and the mass majority of them going straight towards Banana. Fets hanging around towards the A-bomb site, trying to sort of act as a decoy, but there's so many Choke Gaming players alive, it really shouldn't make that much of a difference. Down goes Nugger, bomber's been dropped, and Fets now really is going to take a miracle for him to try and pull this off in a 1 versus 4, and to be honest with you, I don't think he can do it, and there's a confirmation, 5-1 to Choke Gaming.
No, you're absolutely right on that one, and Choke Gaming heading into the 7th round of the game are looking incredibly strong. And just take a look at the economy of United Estonia. I mean, winning that last round for them before this one, it almost feels like that was a bad thing at this point, because it's destroyed that loss bonus that they were getting. It's meant that unfortunately they're going to be forced into yet another eco. Choke Gaming are looking to be in a position to grab yet another round for themselves with a full rifle buy-up. Everybody with the armor, everybody with grenades, and even an AWP in the hands of Powell, just to round everything up. That's the cherry on the cake right now for Choke. But it looks like United Estonia, they're going to go for a B push here.
Yeah, what I like from Choke Gaming is they know their opponents are going to be only on pistol, so they've got Molotovs ready and waiting. HS is going to push in with that CZ75. See you later on screen. See you later, Peggy, as well. United Estonia united on this B bomb site. All they need now is for the bomb to get planted, for them to get maybe one more frag and pick up a rifle, and then they really should be able to hold on to this bomb site. But Imi fights on, gets a frag. Powell chimes in as well. And 3 versus 2. Is the retake real, or can United Estonia somehow hold on to this?
That's the question, and Fets reckons the retake is real for this one. They're pushing on through. Imi down to 19 as Powell goes down. One more bullet. It is going to be the T's holding on to the site. They're going to be able to get another round on the board. They're going to be able to go for another buy. And the commentator's curse is real. The second I say United Estonia should be losing another round, they pull it on through.
That's it. United Estonia, they've really struggled to take control of the larger A-bomb site, but most of the time, again, like I said, they've been given that freedom to walk towards the top of Banana, towards the car area, throw their smokes over, and execute and make the defense difficult for Choke Gaming. I liked how they all invested in Molotovs, but the Molotovs, they were used far too late. Normally you should put them down to prevent a potential push. Heck, maybe even flash over Banana, try and get a bit of intel, figure out what's going on, because Choke Gaming, they haven't been able to repel most of the B-side attacks, and here we are, they're going towards A, but same old story it seems, especially if Ezio gets his frag, which he will.
Oh, and Ezio doing some nice spraying on through that car. Can't quite finish them off, but Nugget now down to 14. He's the last man remaining. He's on site, but not for too much longer. Ezio trying to spray him on down. Nugget actually going aggressive. It's not going to be enough. He's going to go down. 3 members remaining for Choke. And again, United Estonia, they get a point on the board and then immediately lose the next round. They lose that loss bonus and they find themselves in another eco.
Yeah, for sure, and it's very, very difficult to play when you're playing under them circumstances. And here we go. Peggy is going to be joining the rest of his teammates over towards his B-bomb site. So it's a 3-2 split. The vast majority of the players actually going towards a B-bomb site on screen, nading the bottom of Banana, but they're still opting to play this passively from the bomb site. I love seeing it normally when they smoke the bottom of Banana from CT spawn and then just completely push Banana. You count out Banana, you single out Banana, leave one player at the top of Banana or even at the bottom towards a tree. You can then rotate most of your men over towards this A-bomb, towards the larger A-bomb site. Now United Estonia coming in, all guns blazing, but Powell ready to spray them down. Powell! Great play up against his unarmored opponents though. And United Estonia, well, blimey. They've got 5 rounds left to try and redeem something. But well played, Powell.
Replay. Powell with the triple spray. I thought he got 4. It was Ezio that chimed in with 2 at the end there, but absolutely disgusting work coming out from him, annihilating the United Estonian lineup. And absolutely incredible stuff coming out from the CTs here. Choke Gaming 7-2 up now. As Peggy looks to try and spray someone down through the smoke. It's going to be Fets on the boost. Tagged down to 20, but Peggy on 9 HP has to retreat from that one.
Yeah, Peggy's got to be careful to try and stay alive as much as possible. He's invested quite heavily into this round. He has no helmet, which isn't surprising up against the AK-47. He has a heck of a load of nades, which I hope he utilises at least before going down. As Choke Gaming late for the United Estonia attack, really to commence and try and penetrate either of these 2 bomb sites. So far, no casualties, even though both Fets and Peggy are arguably on their last breath. And, well, Imi's got no breath anymore. There's a headshot from Nugga, and maybe United Estonia now can push men round Arch, push someone into Apps, and push a few people round Quad, and rotate round and surround this A-bomb site.
Nugga looking to absolutely take their breath away with this round. He's already found one for himself. Can he turn it into anything more, though, as they push in towards this site? Just 2 CTs here. Ezio, and I was going to say, as well. Ezio looking for Nugga, and he's going to find him, but it's going to be him going down as well. Now 2 CTs remaining as the rest of them charge onto the site on screen, and Peggy going to be doing what they can here for this retake. It's going to be a challenge, though, on screen. Going to be the point man here, pushing on forward, but Fets finds one onto Peggy. As soon as on screen peeks in, it's exactly when Fets is going to be going for it. And now, on screen, all on his own, it's not looking fantastic.
No, I like how on screen has got a Zeus, actually. It's very on screen-ish of him.
Yeah.
You need to make that Counter-Strike term. On-screen-ish.
On-screen-ish.
Yeah. Anyone who watches his stream will
he certainly is on his
concept
screen this game.
On-screen-ish. There we go. United Estonia finally finding the right key to unlock that larger A-bomb site. They planted the bomb. They've won a round. Meanwhile, Choke Gaming, because they won so many consecutive rounds, they don't have to worry about their economy just yet. But it'll be interesting to see whether United Estonia opt to stick to that larger A-bomb site and maybe make their way up towards a B-bomb site. Like I said earlier on, even towards the A-bomb site, we've got the likes of Powell and Peggy just playing so passively from on top of the bomb site. They're sort of giving the leeway for their opponents to take control of Apps. They're giving the leeway of their opponents to infiltrate their way round Arch, which is where we saw Nugga get the frag onto Imi, where he got caught out by himself because there wasn't a crossfire. Normally there's a crossfire being held quite aggressively between the player on Quad and the player on Arch. That time around, Imi got completely isolated and then headshotted quite easily. So, I don't know. If it was up to me, I'd play a bit more aggressive from Choke Gaming. But as things currently stand, because they won the pistol, they could still make this 12-3. There's a lot of leeway for them, but also it's a lot of leeway for their opponents. I mean, United Estonia could even bring this back to 8-7. We know how strong they are as individual aimers. Yeah,
absolutely, and that's one of the things as well. Counter-Strike is a game all about momentum. If they can start to get things snowballing, if they can get a couple more rounds on the board here, now that they've got these rifles, they definitely have the potential to be able to snowball that into more and more rounds. And as you say, I mean, an 8-7 first half for them is kind of that would be the Hail Mary, pretty much granting them the game. I don't really think that an 8-7 scoreline is realistic, but they definitely need to at least look to get a couple more rounds on the board to head into that second half. 3 certainly wouldn't be the most fantastic score to push into that second half of the game with.
No, it wouldn't. It would put so much sort of pressure on them needing to win their first CT pistol and to capitalise on the next 2 rounds. But yeah, still as things stand, no surprises just yet. United Estonia leading a relatively decent T half. You'd expect them to at least win 1 or 2 more rounds. Meanwhile, Choke Gaming, they could even make this 12-3 again. It's possible. It's all possible at the moment. And what's interesting me at the moment is the fact that Powell has invested in the big green gun in the AWP, so I want to see where he goes with this. Is he going to go aggressive at Banana, try and get a pick down towards any terrorists making their way up towards Banana, or crossing from T steps, or is he maybe going to try and go for the quick run towards Archside and take a peek down mid? Let's wait and see.
Yeah, we will have to see that one. Powell going to be the one with the AWP. It looks like mid is going to be the call. He looks to push on through, searching down with that AWP. Oh, as soon as he swaps to the grenade, Cal's going to go for the peek. It's going to mean that he's sort of pinned down a little bit here. Maybe can't go for another peek as Fetz finds one. And now the smoke down mid is going to mean that that AWP won't really be as effective as they were wanting it to be now on screen. Going to be peeking on down Banana, trying to find someone. And if he finds one through the smoke, Fet's going to go down to that spray. Perfect timing from him. And now Powell having to back away over towards CT spawn as the terrorists are pushing on towards this A site. But Imi is waiting and he's found Nugger. He's going to eliminate that one. And now 3 Ts remaining. But Imi is going to go down and 3 versus 3 on the board. Can they take the site though?
Well, what's important now is that Powell doesn't go down, but he waits for the reinforcements in Peggy and on-screen to come in, and then they try to retake this bomb site together from different angles. United Estonia going relatively aggressive. Cal's gone all the way around to second mid, so he could be looking to flank these CTs, but that bomb is ticking, and they've got to try and make a move on. Cal didn't go to second mid, he stayed in apps and he flanked on screen from behind. HS with a superb position to catch out Powell and Peggy. There is the frag, and surely it's going to be the first of many. He's going to hear Powell running away, but he's not going to get the kill. It's in fact going to be Cal, or maybe not. He gets away with the AWP, but another round for United Estonia. Yeah,
nice run and gun coming out from Powell there. Knows that Cal's going to try and capitalise on his escape. Takes him down with the pistol and just blows his head off all across the wall behind him. But that is, importantly, another round in favour of United Estonia, and suddenly their economy's not looking too shabby. And if you take a look across at the side of Choke Gaming, all they've got to talk about is that AWP that they managed to hold on to from last round. So this is pretty much, aside from that first pistol round, this is going to be the first eco we see coming out from Choke this entire game.
Yeah, this is why I was saying really anything's possible, because, you know, this is what happens when you find yourself on the receiving end of like you said, the momentum ball, which is rolling right now for United Estonia. Choke Gaming on the more expensive CT side. Eventually, the financial way the game works comes back to haunt you, and they're looking to take a leaf out of their book from early on. HS taking a peek towards the B bomb site, gets the headshot straight onto Peggy, and is he going to realise how close on-screen is? Is he going to check the angle? He is. See you later on-screen. And Choke Gaming pretty much helpless with only the pistols on the B bomb site, and in the blink of an eye, United Estonia are going to rack up their 5th round on the board.
They certainly are, and it's all about the retake game here, but with just the P250 in the AWP, it's not going to be nearly enough. They both go down to the AK-47s of the United Estonians. And now, exactly what you were saying before, this momentum is starting to roll in favour of UE. Choke, they're going to be able to go for force buy here. With that eco last round, they do have a little bit of money to work with, but 3 FAMASs, 2 M4s, is it going to be enough to stop this United Estonian lineup? 4 AKs and an AWP. Fet's going to be running with the AWP this time. Not usually the player that we see using that one. Tends to be one of the ones with the AKs. Typically, we like to see HS with that one, but we'll see what Fet's going to be able to do with it.
Yeah, I've seen Fet's AWP before. He also is very, very talented. This is what I like about this United Estonia lineup. So many versatile players who can fill in different roles. And with regards to Fet's AWP, he's actually taking it to Banana at the moment. HS has snuck all the way towards the top of Banana. And Peggy and on-screen, they haven't really changed it around much, bar the times where Choke Gaming send the extra 3rd man towards B and they push Banana earlier on to try and secure it. Most of the time when they're playing it with a 2-man setup, the setup has been almost exactly the same. When you consider how strong HS's aim is, if you want anyone to hit that B bomb site and get those entry frags, it's him. You do not want to be sort of in the same predictable positions as always, because you're going to get pre-fired.
Speaking of pre-fire, it's going to be Peggy on it, and he gets one onto HS already. The Molotov is going to come out. That's going to slow this push from the B side, but the Mollies are coming straight back in onto their site as Cal is going to fall as well. Peggy is not letting this one go down, but Nugger is traded straight back across as he found one onto Ezio. Imi finding him with the FAMAS there. And now 2 Ts remaining. They've changed it up. They've gone over towards the A side. Can Imi stop them? It looks like he might. He's going to be traded across though, and now Mick, he's stood in the fire, no! Walks into the Molotov, burns himself to a crisp. Looks like Choke Gaming, they're going to be having barbecue tonight.
Yeah, and pretty much the second that I mentioned Choke Gaming need to change it around over on the B-bomb side. I believe it was Peggy who changed his position from Coils, where he was when I first started talking, all the way over towards the dark spot, just holding an angle off the fountain, and he managed to spot HS before HS spotted him. And he had that silenced M4. Because you can't hear it when it shoots at you, it makes life so much more difficult as a terrorist as well to try and sort of retaliate against it. So they got that entry frag. They put down an extra smoke towards the top of Banana, and then that forced United Estonia to try and change things around and rotate over towards A. But the bomb at the moment still left at T-spawn, so United Estonia, I think the aim for them now is just try and sniff things out and figure out how their opponents are set up. But my word, Fetz with the AK, headshot onto Peggy. That's going to open up the B bomb site ever so slightly. Let's see where Choke Gaming are going to head. If HS gets this frag, it could be a B.
Yeah, completely blinded though. Can he do anything? On screen is there. Waiting on this side, and he's going to be sprayed down though. HS is going to be taken out, and now 4 versus 3 in favor of the CTs. Imi going to be charging on over as fast as possible as the Ts have taken control of this site. But again, 2-2 now, and it's going to be Imi and Ezio looking to try and get the retake. Ezio, can he find Fetz? Is he going to be jumped up on here? Fetz just going to be waiting here to pounce on to these CTs. Turns around for the flash, and he gets the double spray straight away as soon as they walk on through that door. Beautiful play from him. And it takes another round for United Estonia. They're getting themselves back on the board, and honestly, I mean, you mentioned the 8-7 first half. That might be exactly what United Estonia found themselves.
And Choke Gaming not liking the look of this buy either. I mean, on screen's got the Pro 90, Powell's got the FAMAS, but the other 3 are on pistols. And the question is, what are they going to try and do to make this work? They've opted for 3 players over on B, Powell on Arch, and Ezio playing very, very passively, just from pit, all eyes on quads. So no one really controlling apps, but not that big of a deal. And they're going to go for the entry frag again if they can. Fetz, oh no, they fell for it again for the second time. Choke Gaming, learn from your mistakes. See you later, Imi. Headshot coming out from Fetz, that very same man as well. And United Estonia, is the 8-7 real? It really wouldn't surprise me if it occurs.
No, at this point it's looking like it's more likely than Choke Gaming taking a 9th in this first half. And it looks like the A site is going to be the call here. Powell is going to be trying to stop them in their tracks, but he can't quite connect the shots. And now we immediately see that last T, HS, starting to rotate over towards this A site. The defense, is it going to be here though? They're outnumbered already. Peggy looking for the rotations. Powell finds one of these Ts and turns it into a 4 versus 4. But Ezio, who's been found out, he's going to go down as HS finds one onto Powell. Nugger trying to take down Peggy in CT spawn. He's going to find the shot. He's going to find the last man as well. Gets that double to end out the game, to end out the half at least. 8-7 on the board. United Estonia pulling it out in that second half of the first half.
Yeah, fantastic play from United Estonia. Like I said, these guys have got so many fantastic individual aimers that, you know, even though they sort of started things off relatively poorly, going 4-1 down, you can never count them out. And Fetz, 15 frags, 10 deaths. He really was the star for them that half. But still, a very, very steep hill for them yet to climb. They are going to go now onto the slightly more favoured CT side. And if there's anything they want at the moment, it's to win the pistol round. So let's see whether they can do it and how they're going to go about trying to do that. Yeah,
honestly, I feel like this pistol round is going to be incredibly important for Choke Gaming right now. They can't really afford to bleed too many rounds out in this second half. Obviously, as you say, United Estonia are now going to be on that slightly favoured CT side. But honestly,
the problem is we're essentially asking Choke Gaming to rack up 8 terrorist rounds to win the game.
Well,
and it's a BO1. Incredibly tough.
It will be incredibly tough, but you say that United Estonia managed to rack themselves 7. We'll see if Choke are going to be able to execute a similar thing. And I feel United Estonia really had some actual strategies planned out for those rounds. I mean, you saw the boost on Banana. Choke really shouldn't have fallen for that twice, I'll admit. But, I mean, even just the one round to be taken away from that, it means that they've brought in that preparation for this.
Yeah, definitely. And here we go. The countdown begins for the second half to start. United Estonia now on the slightly more favoured counter-terrorist side. Choke Gaming, along with the one and only on-screen on the terrorist side. Let's see who's going to rack up this first round of the second half. Bomb making its way already towards second mid. Are we going to see an ace split? Only time will tell. Look at this from United Estonia. 3 men pushing all the way down towards the bottom of Banana. They've peeked it, you know, they know that nothing's there. So now they're just going to rotate Carl and someone else straight over towards the A-bomb site. I like this play from United Estonia.
Yeah, very aggressive. Kind of a high-risk, high-reward play coming out from them. But it is going to pay off in the long run by the looks of things. Look where HS is, importantly. If they choose to go for the rotation back, he's going to be able to get kills on that lurk, but it's going to be all kicking off as they push in towards this site. Cal from behind trying to get this flank on. Ezio in all kinds of trouble, and Peggy going to be the last man standing. He does manage to get one before going down, but he will fall in the end to Fets. And it's going to be Estonia taking that first pistol round and equalising the score.
Thing is, though, even though it's just the pistol round, again, I think United Estonia showed us there how effective it really can be when you play an aggressive Banana. Because the main way the terrorists can make their way towards a B-bomb site is through Banana. So if you take control of Banana and put someone at the bottom of the tree, it allows you to rotate the extra man over towards the A-bomb site. You've already got that information. The only other way the terrorists can make their way towards B is by going through Arch. But look at this. The Tech-9's rolling straight in. Fets sprays them down. And now on-screen and Peggy trying to infiltrate this bomb site. Are they going to be able to? Peggy's solo on HP. I think he's not even going to be able to get the bomb plant down. But hey, looking at the bright side for Choke Gaming, at least they killed 3 out of the 5 United Estonians.
Yeah, Peggy going to go down in the end there through the smoke. Was only on about 10 HP, so was going to be a tall order for them to get that 2v1 clutch. But 9-8 on the scoreboard. United Estonia definitely feeling comfortable heading further into the second half, and a full eco. Going to come out once again from Choke Gaming, just going to have those Glocks, just so that they can be able to go for that full buy in the next round and maybe get something on the board. But as I say that, the spray comes out from HS. He gets 3 for himself. Fets takes 1 in the end. In fact, it was 4 for HS. That was an incredible spray coming out. Check this out.
Yeah, great spray work from HS, and I guess he really didn't miss the M4A4 in that situation. His opponents, no armor, easy mow down for him. And this is where Choke Gaming really needs to step it up. They finally got a bit of money in the bank. They've got these Kalashnikovs out and ready to rumble. Let's see what they can do, but I like this from HS. Making his way all the way towards bench, and I don't think Choke Gaming realised he could very well get a frag or 2 towards second mid, but no, Powell is going to get the better of him. Peggy as well, nailing MCK or Mick in the face with the AK-47. And here's Cal can get a frag pushing down Banana. These players are all over the place right now.
They are indeed, but it's going to be Nugga who tries to equalise. And now 2 CTs remaining against 2 terrorists. They managed to get that advantage to start with, but they just can't hold on to it. And now Imi's going to go down. Choke. They just seem to be falling apart. It was looking fantastic at the start of that round, but now on screen, in a 1v2, it's going to be more than just a challenge. He sprays 1 down though, but he can't. He overturned. He looked past Boiler. And he's going to go down to Nugga. 11-8 now in favour of Estonia. And honestly, Choke, they just seem to be falling into tatters right now.
Thing is, Choke Gaming had a head start literally going into that round. They had a 2-man lead, and then all it took was 1 moment of magic or 1 small mistake on Choke Gaming's behalf where they forgot to check Boiler Room. And bada bing, bada boom, in a blink of an eye, the round's gone.
Certainly is, and HS looking to make the same thing happen on this one as United Estonia. Mick going to be the one going huge this time, and HS finds himself the second as well. Mick gets the hat-trick, and United Estonia making short work of Choke Gaming. Honestly, Choke looked incredibly strong at the very start of this game. But ever since sort of, I don't even know, maybe 10 minutes into the whole game, United Estonia, they seem to have just flicked a switch and now they're on fire.
Excuse me.
You're really excused.
They're really starting to feel it now on the CT side, and here we go. The pure aggression that we always see from United Estonia. That nade going over from Nugget, dealing damage onto on-screen, just over the gate. And they've rotated now that extra man back over towards the A bomb site. So Choke Gaming not really managing to capitalize, but Cal says, you're not coming anywhere near Banana. Banana is mine, but Powell with the orb shot drops him down. But little do they realize that one more United Estonia player is still up close and personal. If anyone goes towards Banana, they fail to check that corner. Mick's going to make them pay the price.
He certainly is, but right now, Choke Gaming, they're not looking towards Banana. They're looking towards this A site. 2 CTs still remaining there. You can see Fets hanging around over at CT, waiting for the call to be made on where these Ts are pushing. Right now, UE don't exactly know where Choke are, but they're starting to get a pretty good idea. They've got, obviously, that man on Banana. They know they're not pushing towards the B site. But it's down to which side they come onto this A site from. And now Mick looking like he might start to rotate over. But is he going to be there in time? Because HS has started to find the team. That's going to be everybody starting to drop. Ezio now the last CT remaining. He at least, he at least gets the bomb down. Can he turn this into anything? No, he can't. Fets gets him through the wall. There's the defuse coming out from Mick. And United Estonia with another one on the board. Choke, I mean, at very least they got the bomb down. At least they've got that extra bit of cash, extra little bit of wiggle room to play with. $5,000 in each of their pockets. At least they've got some guns now.
Problem is, how much wiggle room are they basically going to get gifted until they start actually capitalizing? They haven't won a T round yet. We were talking earlier on about United Estonia being the mixed team and Choke Gaming being the proper team. Right now, it looks like the complete opposite. Choke Gaming really don't look themselves. I don't know if it has something to do with, you know, the loss of Deadly and on-screen getting picked up, but my word, HS getting an AWP kill there at mid. It's all kicking off, as a matter of fact. Cal with one. HS somehow managing to flick over towards the Choke Gaming player in Emmy, pushing out of Boiler Room. And now it's the Welshman in Ezio left standing in a 2 versus 1 situation. Has the bomb, but you know what? He's going to get mauled by Fets' AK-47. And United Estonia, in the blink of an eye, are 2 rounds away from winning this game.
They certainly are, and in commanding fashion too. Honestly, I was in sort of almost disbelief when they managed to pull it out into that 8-7 first half of the game. And so far, they have not lost a single round in this second half of the game. They are looking untouchable right now. You can see the odds for our upcoming game. Is actually HS going to find another one. Mick chimes in as well. And honestly, those odds are looking more and more relevant as United Estonia look to push it on to the next game right now.
Cal leading the charge up mid. Ezio, do they realise that he's going to be hiding in that corner? Cal waited, and he reaped the benefits. Ezio going down. Bomb now at Cal's disposal. Peggy needs to try and retrieve it. But if you ask me, Munch, I think he's a dead man standing, and he's not going to be standing anymore. 15-8, that's it. United Estonia then knocking on the door. They want to put this game to an end. And Choke Gaming, they can afford to force buy things up. The odd Galil here and there, the odd Tech 9, 2 AKs. But Powell, glass cannon AK, not sure whether he's going to be able to deal too much damage. The M4 becomes a one-shot headshot. It's going to be very, very tough. They've got a heck of a load of smoke, so let's see whether they're going to try and maybe some sort of old-fashioned B execute, maybe up the tempo a little bit.
Honestly, I feel like upping the tempo might just be the answer right now, and A is going to be the call. We've not really seen them be going for this apps control, but HS, are you kidding me? He's going to go absolutely huge. Fets finds 2 for himself as well. Powell, he's just going to go straight down to Mick now. Ezio, the last man remaining. Can he do the impossible? He finds 1. Can he get the 5-man with the Galil? He's going to have to stay in the game. Gets the second headshot. Nuga's going to... No, doesn't connect the shots. Ezio can't quite do the impossible there. He is going to go down as the camera goes absolutely mental. 16-8. Is the final score. United Estonia. I don't even know what to say.
Well, remember we were looking on CSGO